Please remember to hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video. Also, in the description of this video, you can find our compiled link. Through that link, you can support the channel via our Patreon or through our affiliate links, including your playmat. If you want a custom playmat or custom card sleeves, buy them through there and it helps out the channel and you get a 10% discount. And through our TCG Player affiliate link. If you're going to buy cards, buy them through TCG Player and it helps out the channel. Also, we have our Discord if you want to chat with us. We have Twitter if you want to stay up to date on all the happenings. We have TikTok if you want to check out anything funny. And we have my Pokemon channel if you're into Pokemon, so check out LuxJ. And we will see you in the video. How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're doing a deck tech request today. This deck tech request is brought to you by Tristan, who's also a patron, so thank you for the support, Tristan. He requested that I build a deck that gains advantage from being targeted by spells. The heroic mechanic, or Gargos for example, whenever one of your creatures / permanents gets targeted, good things happen to you. No color restrictions, get weird with it. So that's exactly what I did. I built a Heroic Matters deck actually. And I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's actually a very playable deck and it seems like it'll be a lot of fun. So before we hop into the deck tech though, I've got the giveaway going on. So if you want to join in the giveaway, check the description of this video. You'll find the compiled link. Through that link, you can join the giveaway. And you can win these stickers. Elder Dingus Highlander stickers. Plus, this Elder Dingus Highlander playmat. Ooh, there we go. How awesome is that? Real cool stuff here. So you can win that. So check out the description of this video and join into the giveaway. And we're going to hop into this. So, I built Heroic Matters with the commander as Feather the Redeemed. Seems like a very good commander for this style of deck because if you go instants and sorceries routes to target your creatures, then they'll return to your hand at the end of the turn. So that seems pretty good with Feather. It'll provide a ton of card advantage, and I like it. I think it's going to be a cool deck, and I'm excited to hop into this. Starting off, we got 26 creatures. I think about 19 of them have Heroic. Those creatures include a Crowan Crusader, Favored Hoplite, Lagona Band Trailblazer, Satyr Hoplite, a Crowan Skyguard, Hero of Iroas, Phalanx Leader, Vanguard of Brimaz, Anax and Symed, Fabled Hero, Tethmos High Priest, Wingsteed Rider, Dawnbringer Charioteers, Labyrinth Champion, Leonin Iconoclast, and a Crowan Conscriptor. All those heroic. That's the theme of the deck. That's what we're going with. Other creatures that we have in this deck that work really well with the whole heroic theme include Electrostatic Field, because we're going to be casting a lot of instant sorceries. Similarly, Krark the Thumbless. So he lets you, whether Feather's in play or not, you've got a chance to get the card coming back to your hand. And Heroic triggers when the spell is cast that targets it. So it doesn't even need to resolve. So if it bounces to your hand, you're still getting the Heroic trigger. And you could get double spells, which seems great. And if you do, it still goes back to your hand at the end of the turn because of Feather. Awesome. Leonin Light Scribe seems pretty good for similar reasons to Anax and Symed. There is Young Pyromancer, Gutter Snipe, Stormkill Artist, make a lot of treasures. You have Zada, which seems really powerful. You can copy a ton of spells with Zada and make it so everything's getting targeted. But I don't believe that creatures that have Heroic that get targeted through Zada will actually trigger because it's a cast trigger. So Zada's still very good, but you won't get all the Heroic triggers off of Zada. And then there's Goldspan Dragon, because whenever it becomes a target of a spell, you create a treasure. It doesn't matter if it's an opponent's. I didn't even realize that until I was making this video. That's awesome. And then there's a couple other creatures left in this deck, including Light of the White Orchid and Loyal Warhound for ramp. Next up, we've got artifacts. Most of these artifacts are for ramp purposes. There's 16 of them. The non-mana producing artifacts include Animation Module, because a lot of these creatures actually get counters when they are targeted. So you can turn those counters into creatures. That seems pretty good. We've also got the Ozolith, so if one of your creatures with a bunch of counters on it dies, you'll retain those counters and can put them on another creature later. Then there is Sunforger. This seems like an awesome Sunforger deck because you're going to be filling the deck with a bunch of instants, and this way you can just pull whatever you need out of the deck whenever you want it. Seems great. And then Primal Amulet to make your instants and sorceries cost cheaper, and then it'll flip into a land that can double your instants and sorceries when you cast them with it. Great card there. And we have our mana producing artifacts, including Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Boros Signet, Cold Steel Heart, Belwar Stone, Fire Diamond, Marble Diamond, Liquid Metal Torque, Mind Stone, Prismatic Lens, Star Compass, and Thought Vessel. That's a mouthful. Next up, we have enchantments. We have one enchantment in the deck, and it's Fractured Loyalty. This plus any cantrip that targets a creature just becomes steal a creature. That seems awesome. This seems like a really cool card to put into this deck, and it seems super synergistic. I like it. I like it a lot. Next up, we have instants. So, a few of these instants target multiple creatures at once. That way you can get off multiple heroic triggers or trigger a bunch of creatures all at the same time. And those include Johnny's Presence, and Phaling's Formation. Both those have Strive. And it also includes Eerie Interlude and Semester's End, which can protect your board from board wipes and such. And you have Impact Resonance, which can become removal, and also it can become removal. It can target whatever you want to target. It's great. This card seems really powerful. The more damage you do, the more you can remove, and as long as you have one damage point at one of your creatures, it comes back to hand at the end of turn. Seems great. And the rest of the instants are all targeted. They all target a creature and draw you a card. So that way you can target something and then put it back in your hand. Those include Bandage, Crimson Wisps, Defiant Strike, Expedite, Heal, Niveus Wisps, Panic, Accelerate, Fist of Flames, Guided Strike, Shelter, and that's it. That's a lot of cards there. A lot of card draw. I like it. I think it's going to be great. I have a feather deck. I run most of those cards in that feather deck, and they perform insanely well. Next up, we got sorceries. We have 5 sorceries, 1, 2, 3 of which all have Strive for the same reason as Phaling's Formation and Johnny's Presence. And those include Blinding Flare, Launch the Fleet, and Desperate Stand. There's also Gired's Belligerence, which is very similar to Impact Resonance, except it's more of a mana sink, and it can produce extra tokens for you, which is kind of nice. And lastly, we have Renegade Tactics, which is just 1 mana, target something, draw a card. Those are the best cards in this deck. They perform super, super well. And lastly, we're on to lands. So I'm only going to go over the utility lands because there's no reason to go over the color fixing lands. And so the utility lands that I'm running in this deck are Reliquary Tower. No maximum hand size, which is fantastic when you're going to draw so many cards. Castle Ardenvale, so you can make some tokens. Mistveil Plains. It lets you put stuff back into your deck, which is really nice with Sunforger. Because if you don't have Feather out and you need a Sunforger and cast something, you can get it right back with Mistveil Plains. Like, you can put it back into the deck and Sunforger it back out. If you want to get aggro, you got Sun Home and Slayer's Stronghold, which seems pretty good. Axguard Armory can get you both the Fractured Loyalty and the Sunforger, which is really nice. Sunbaked Canyon can draw you a card if you need to. Castle Embrith can pump your creatures. And everything else is color fixing. So that's what I've got for Heroic Feather. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please comment down below what you want me to do next. Give me a cool deck idea. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.